On to step 2, importing the CSV files, the historic data that we've downloaded, importing them into the spreadsheet. Now we need to deal with this trust center thing. What I'm talking about is this stuff up here. We need to enable Excel form macros. I know it's not technically a macro, it's a fancy formula, but we need to enable it. And then after we enable it, we need to close down and open it again because we need to have it open, allowing the macros to run. And then we're going to make sure we're on the changes sheet, and we're going to import the data through menus with keyboard shortcuts for the menus: data import, get data from file, text file, choose file, and then import and load. We're going to be using arrows and tabs and shift tabs to work the dialog boxes in there. And then we're going to recalculate the B1 formula by Control Alt F9, and then afterwards we're going to autofill Control R across the data that right now is all ref. This is just going to be for the first stock. We're going to autofill it to our other two stocks. So the shortcuts we're going to be using, Control Shift Tab, is we're still going to be going back and forth from Chrome to Tab, Alt Tab, but we're going to be opening the file or closing the file first, Control W, and then opening at Control O. After we save it, Control S. We're going to be autofilling, Control R. Here's the full recalculate, Control Alt F9. And we're going to be changing sheets, Control page up, page down. And we're going to be toggling within Excel to get up to that trusted, what do they call it, trust center with F6. And we're going to, in the browser, Control Tab, Control Shift Tab. So Control Tab to get back to our instructions. So first let's deal with this trust center thing and closing and opening it. So Alt Tab to get back to Excel, and I'm going to go F6, 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 and there I am back up. That just F6 rotated around Excel for the different places, and this went up to the blocked content, and I'm going to hit enter to go to trust center, and I'm going to go tab to go down over to the right side, and I'm going to go arrow, 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 or actually I'm going to go tab again, and then space bar to put a check mark there, and enter to OK it. Now I'm going to save what we did. Even though it's on auto save, it only saves periodically, so Control S to save just for sure, Control W to close it, Control O to open it, and go tab, 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 and to week 9, the most recent one I opened, open that. Now I'm going to go, let's see, what did I do in here? Make sure we're on the changes sheet. Oh, we're going to import. So import is Alt A for data, PN for get data. That get data is the very first one on the left, PN, and then F for file, T for text or CSV files. It's opening up the dialog box. I got to make sure I'm on downloads. You can click this, and then go Shift Tab, 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 or maybe Tab, Tab, Tab. There I am. And I'm going to go down, use the arrow keys to go down to Google. And then after I choose Google, enter. And then tab 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down to load, and then enter. Good. So just to let you know, this queries and connections, this little triangle just says that no longer is the last student, the other team member that loaded AEP, that's on their computer. It's not on my computer, and it's complaining that it's not found, but that's okay. Theoretically, these could be dynamic. They're not. They're just CSV files. They're not dynamic. They don't update with new data, but they could be, and that's what this is complaining about. It says, even if this is updated, we can't update it, and that's okay. Don't worry about it. But here's the new one that I did. It's a different symbol because I still have the CSV, but it's not necessary. Okay, so I'm going to control page down to get back to changes and go Alt A P N F T, and I'm going to go Shift Tab to get up to my files. I'm going to arrow down to Microsoft and then enter to bring Microsoft in. and then tab, 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 enter. Good, Microsoft's in, and then control page down again for changes, Alt A, P, N, F, T, control tab, tab, and then actually that's the one I want, Apple, and hit spacebar, and then import, and then 5 tabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, enter. Good, I got it all. And now I'm going to go control page down to changes, and I'm going to go Alt Tab to get back to instructions. So then if I'm the first one doing this, then I got to go Control Alt F9 to get the menu to work. So Control Alt, get B1. Right now B1's blank. Go and Control Alt F9. There. Now it's kicked into gear. It's working, and it's bringing in the data from all my changes. And it's showing my expected return, like an average of all these changes, and then how variable it is my standard deviation. So I have it for the very first file that my fellow students brought in, but now I'm going to autofill this. I'm going to go Shift and down, and I'm going to go keep holding Shift and go across 1, 2, 3 for the 3 that they did, and I'm going to go even more 1, 2, 3 for the 3 that I brought in, Google, Microsoft, and Apple. And I'm going to go Control R, and it autofilled it all in. I have brought all my 3 in, and they are all labeled on the changes page, and there's room here for 18, and we're done.